Good morning. I'm still reporting on technology. I first started writing this story 2 days ago, but wanted to dig deeply into the technology before I went with it. This started out on Friday when a blog called the Ferocious Conservative Activist Bulletin, apparently written by a John Gaultier, printed a warning to Donald Trump that Hillary Clinton may wear a secret transceiver device hidden in her ear canal during the debates to prompt her with advice. And in the ear transceiver is a device that allows the wearer to receive prompts from off stage and even to talk back to the prompter in a low whisper. The Gaultier article also claimed that President Obama wore one during the 2012 debates. Gaultier shows a number of pictures of Hillary Clinton inserting wired earbuds into her ears. These photos are irrelevant to this discussion. He also shows pictures of President Obama, some of which could easily be photoshopped fakes. But two of them clearly show the president with his left hand up to his left ear as though he is adjusting the volume of an earpiece. There are many other pictures associated with this piece, but these are the only two that I find credible in any way that may suggest that Obama was wearing a transceiver earpiece. So just what is this transceiver thing? Well, transceiver earpieces have been around for some time, but they are getting very, very sophisticated now. They've been used on Broadway and on movie sets for prompting actors when they forget their lines. They've been used as spy tools and for police undercover work. But the latest is they are being advertised as high-dollar cheating devices to be used by students who want to score a perfect grade on SAT tests, for example. This piece ran recently in the Daily Mail. The Qualifications and Curriculum Authority is investigating concerns that students could be using devices linked to mobile phones or MP3 players. A Canadian company is openly promoting the invisible wireless micro-spy earphone to exam candidates around the world. The Toronto-based company Exam Ear uses the advertising slogan, "Helping students succeed worldwide." Exam Ear also states the wireless earphone is extremely small and is not visible in the ear. This makes it a perfect helper to complete the desired test, presentation, etc. Their silver model was especially designed for high school and greatly fits the needs of students who are doing a test, exam, or any class assignment. So the silver model is only an RF receiver, but their gold model is a full-blown transceiver. The gold model boasts a highly sensitive microphone which would pick up a student's voice even if they whisper. Of course, the folks who administer college testing in the UK are outraged that this technology is being openly advertised in Britain. According to Isabel Nisbet, Director of Regulation and Standards at the Qualifications and Curriculum Authority, or QCA, as a regulator, we take malpractice very seriously and will be taking any action we can. A report commissioned by the QCA suggested using technology to stop mobile phone signals working in exam halls. But that would mean turning testing rooms into military-grade SCIFs, where top-secret information can be discussed openly, which block all incoming or outgoing RF or radio frequency transmissions. In other words, it's expensive and not easy to do. However, in the U.S. during a presidential debate, such blocking tactics are impossible, and the stakes could not be higher. A presidential campaign can turn on a candidate's performance at a single debate. It would be malfeasance for a candidate not to try to take advantage of such technology. The setup would be something like this. A base station relay would be deployed within a few hundred feet of the candidate's ear transceiver. The base station would connect the wearer through the cellular system to a discrete and secure number for the White House, for example. The base station could even be disguised inside a cell phone of someone sitting in the front row of the audience. In the Situation Room of the White House, a team of top advisors would assemble to make quick suggestions for responses to every question. Of course, the candidate would need some training to be able to utilize this advice in his ear, but that training technology is well established where the stakes are high. It's called blue phoning. It's used by high-value sales managers to train new salespeople who know little about sales methods or how to answer complex questions. John Gaultier quotes sales manager Mark McGrew, who has used the technique extensively. A manager listens into a call between a salesman and his customer. The customer cannot hear the manager. The call is recorded so the salesman can listen to it later over and over again until he understands what to do when he is on his own. The salesman's only purpose in life is to listen to every word and every inflection of the manager, and the salesman has to duplicate like an actor everything the manager says in the same tone of voice. The salesman becomes like a Disneyland robot, completely mimicking the manager in every way. In reality, the manager is negotiating with the customer, but using the salesman's body to do so. Blue phoning is used to train salesmen where there can be a wide variety of questions coming from the customer, such as securities and investments. The problem is that if the connection is broken with the sales manager, it can take the salesman several seconds to come out of his blue phone trance and be able to interact on his own effectively. Could this explain the strange comment by Hillary Clinton? When she was being interviewed on Fox by Chris Wallace, she said that FBI Director Jim Comey said that she had not lied about her emails. When questioned by reporters about such a patently false statement, all she could blurt out for an excuse was
that what I told the FBI, which he said was truthful, is consistent with what I have said publicly. So I may have short-circuited it, and for that, I will try to clarify.
According to blue phoning sales manager Mark McGrew, in the 2012 campaign, President Obama was using blue phone techniques in debate numbers 2 and 3. I am an expert in blue phoning, and I know what a blue phoned person looks like. The expression on his face, the eyeball movements, the stress level, the body movements, everything. In debate number 2 and debate number 3, Obama was blue phoned. Whether it was an earpiece, a teleprompter, or a brain implant, I do not know. I only know that he was blue phoned. According to Joanne Spain, a retired optician who has fitted hearing aids in thousands of customers, writing on October 24, 2012, just 2 days after Obama's third debate, I knew he had a device in his ear because whenever Mr. Romney was talking, Obama turned his head slightly to pick up on a second person talking in his ear to coach him. I'm sure of this. The last 2 debates, he had a prompter ear device for help. So how can this cheat be effectively countered? It's not easy. There are only 2 options. The first is a visual inspection of both candidates' ears after they have taken their places on stage. This is an unlikely scenario because it would have to be negotiated beforehand, and why would Clinton agree? Even if she did agree, the device could easily be implanted under a flap of skin inside the ear canal to be removed immediately thereafter. The second possibility for countering this cheat would be to block the signals from the candidate to the base station. But it turns out this is nearly impossible also because of a technology called frequency hopping spread spectrum, or FHSS. It was developed for the Minuteman missile system in the early 1960s. According to Wikipedia, the idea is to chop up radio signals into hundredth of a second pieces and spread them all over the radio spectrum in a randomly generated pattern known only to the receiver and transmitter, an idea made possible only by the dawn of the digital computer age. Spread spectrum signals are highly resistant to deliberate jamming unless the adversary has knowledge of the spreading characteristics. Military radios use cryptographic techniques to generate the channel sequence under the control of a secret transmission security key, TRANSEC, that the sender and receiver share in advance. Spread spectrum signals are difficult to intercept. A spread spectrum signal may simply appear as an increase in the background noise to a narrowband receiver. An eavesdropper may have difficulty intercepting a transmission in real time without the encrypted sequence. Interestingly, a subtype of FHSS is used in Bluetooth technology today to prevent interference. Therefore, in-the-ear transceivers that are nearly invisible are a fact of political life today. The question for Donald Trump is, should he fight fire with fire? I'm still reporting from Washington. Good day.